tell you guys how you guys can lose weight fast and easy. We're talking 10 pounds in 10 days. Gotcha, just kidding. I have seen so many of these videos on their YouTube saying lose 10 pounds in 10 days or even like 3 days of all of these fad diets, and let me tell you guys, they are selling you up shit creek without a paddle. Sorry if I have younger viewers, but that is all BS. Don't believe it. But what I am here to tell you guys today is how if you have an event coming up in a week, or you have a vacation, or something's coming up where you just want to look good, but you guys know you've left it a little too late to start losing weight, I am going to tell you my top tips for that. So what I'm really telling you is how to fake the illusion of losing 10 pounds in 10 days. If you guys want full-on weight loss tips, I have a whole playlist for that, so check out my channel because I have no holds bars, but that takes hard work, dedication, and time. Not 3 days. First tip, you're going to want to cut out all processed sugar. Put down the cookies, put down the chocolate, anything that you might have in maintenance mode. The longer you have before your event, the better. That directly creates bloat, and it directly makes us look bigger than we are. So cutting back on that, even in the interim, and lowering your sugar intake can have a really big impact. Which goes along with tip number 2. Say bye-bye to the simple carbs. No bread, no pasta, no rice. That is something I personally do with a week to an event or a vacation. I will still allow myself sweet potato or quinoa. For me, I'm not someone, as I tell you guys, who could eat that stuff and stay with a flat, unbloated stomach. Those are the first foods that are going to bloat me out and look like I have a little food baby, which is not the look that we're going for here. So if you guys are like me and can't eat those foods in excess without looking a little preggo, say bye. Cut it out cold turkey. You're not going to miss it. It's just a week or 3 days, whatever till your event. You'll be fine, trust me. But I am really jealous of you guys who can eat bread, pasta, potatoes all the time and still look like a skinny mini. So jealous. Now I know I'm saying restrict. I am not a fan of restriction. This is not a diet. This is just a really quick fix. What you can do in a few days to reduce bloat. And instead of eating up that stuff, I'm not saying don't eat it all, load up your plate with vegetables. Eat a ton of vegetables. I like to do spaghetti squash or make zucchini pasta because it kind of tricks myself and fakes myself. So I'm still going to be eating, of course, I'm just going to be eating technically what they call clean. Tip number 3, lay off the sodium. Yes, lay off the sodium. If you are someone that cooks with salt or adds salt to your food, don't. Salt is the #1 thing that is going to bloat you. And if you're actually craving salt, it just means that your body's dehydrated. So you're going to want to drink more water to combat that. Cut out the salt and you will be looking a lot more trim, and your tummy will thank you for it. And your heart. And your blood pressure. My next tip is to drink ice cold water. The key is ice cold. What that does is actually speeds up your metabolism. Why? Because the work that your body has to do to warm that water up to your body temperature actually allows you to burn more calories and speeds your metabolism up. That is the requirement to do that. So drinking ice cold water is a benefit. I am someone who can only drink my water ice cold. Am I weird? I can't drink like tap water or lukewarm water. It like turns my stomach. I also like to avoid alcohol. I'm not saying don't drink at all, but for those of you who are like beer drinkers, drinking a beer is having the equivalent of carbs in 7 slices of bread, which I mean, hello, we wouldn't eat 7 slices of bread. So why do we need that? If we're trying to look the best that we can, I would really limit alcohol because that causes unnecessary puffiness. But when I do want to order a drink, because I'm not saying I never drink, I do order a vodka club soda with extra lime. So it's basically just alcohol and I'm not having any extra sweetener or any chaser that's going to add any of the bad stuff. Another tip is add lemon into your water. Why? Because the acid in it also speeds our metabolism up and acts as a natural diuretic. So it's going to make you go number 2, which is a good thing because the more we go number 2 and get rid of our waste, the thinner our stomach looks. Also, drinking lemon-infused water also helps you digest your food a lot quicker. Lemons act as a really good digestive agent. I think it works best on an empty stomach, so I like to drink my lemon water before I eat a meal in order to help it digest, probably like 30 minutes before. But whenever you can get it in, do it. And then my last tip is to eat 5 to 6 mini meals a day instead of having 3 large meals. Of course, you're still going to be consuming the same calories and you want them to be nutritionally dense, good meals. But when you eat 3 large meals a day, basically you're expanding your stomach, which is something that is so little. You're expanding it, expanding it, expanding it until it becomes distended, and that's why we get the food baby. So many people say to me, oh, when I wake up in the morning, my stomach is so flat, and then once I start eating, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Trust me, if you eat mini meals, especially up until an event or something like that, your stomach doesn't have the chance to expand, but you're still getting the same amount of calories you would from those 3 big meals, and you are still feeling full throughout the day because you're eating whenever you're hungry. Now, other than that, of course, I am a huge fan of exercise, but when you have like only 10 days or 3 days or a week to go until an event, Exercise takes much longer than that in my personal experience to work. So I would recommend doing your high intensity interval training, walking, swimming, biking, whatever it is that you like to do for cardio, because that is going to do good for your body. But don't expect to drop 10 pounds in 10 days. It is unrealistic. It is not healthy for your body, and it is not sustainable. I really want to impress that these are just quick fixes and quick tips that you can do if you have an event coming up and you want to look your best and you want to maintain the illusion of a thinner body. So these are all tried and true tips for me. If you have any more tips, leave them in the comments below, because other girls would love to benefit from them. I would love to benefit from them because you guys always have the best suggestions. So let's all help each other out, and I'll be back with another video really soon. Bye guys.